So now we're going to discuss the 7 P's of marketing. Okay, just to give you an idea, there were actually 4 P's, but not so long ago they became 7. So let us see what were originally the 4 P's and what are the 3 other P's that have been added to the rest, the remaining 4. So here you can see we have the product, the price, the place, and the promotion. Those were the original 4 P's of marketing, or whatever you wanted to set your marketing strategy. This is what we used to work on. Now we have added people, process, and physical evidence. I will go through each one of them and explain what you need to do to have a great mix of the 7 P's that you see in front of you. So first, let's start with the product, obviously. Because at the end of the day, the price, the place, the promotion, and everything else is going to kind of follow the product, which is why we always start with the product itself. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what is your type of product? Okay? Are you in the consumer product, or are you in the services? Are you doing products? Okay? The product type, is it a product or a service? Is it something physical, or is it a service that you're offering? Is it bottled water, or is it an iPad? Okay? Or is it a hotel, or is it a tour operator that will take you to tours to Hawaii? Okay? So what is your product type? Is it a product, or is it a service? Now next, you need to know who is your product targeted to. Before you go more into details of your target audience, you need to define, is your product a B2B or a B2C product? So is it a business to consumer? Are you targeting individual consumers with your product, or are you targeting businesses to businesses? Because then, whenever it's a B2C environment or a B2B environment, okay, the entire product mix, the entire marketing mix changes to adapt to the target audience that you are actually talking to, or that you want to target with your product. Now, even whenever we say target audience, okay, even if we say, let's say we are targeting businesses, okay, but what type of businesses? Are we targeting financial institutions? Are we targeting supermarkets? Are we targeting insurance companies? So even then, we have to be able to even segment even more our target audience. And although we say, for instance, I am targeting financial institutions, okay, then the question should be, am I targeting financial institutions that are small, that are large, or that are medium? Am I targeting financial institutions in the UAE, or in the region, or worldwide, etc., etc.? So everything that you do, and every single time you identify even further, okay, who your real target audience is, then you would be able to specifically design that product of yours or that service of yours to fit that target audience. All right? And even in the B2C environment, so the business to consumer, you have something that you would also need to define. So for instance, should I target women or men? Should I target people who are 18 and above? Should I target, is my product designed for kids? Is my product designed for mothers, for single women, for women who work, for housewives, for etc., etc.? So everything that we are able to identify about our target audience whenever we are talking to regular consumers or individuals would help us also determine what the need of that target audience is, so that I can design my product accordingly. What is your unique selling proposition? So this one is a bit hard. Okay, it's a bit tough to be able to nail down. But once you do, you have really got something, an asset in your hand. Your unique selling proposition. So what is it, that one thing that you have, that your product has, okay, that would be like the main asset that nobody else has, okay? Here, when we say that, we're not talking, for instance, about the price of your product. No. Here we are saying, for instance, let me give you the example of 2 mobile phones, okay, or maybe all the mobile phones, and then you have one mobile phone that has, for instance, the best camera resolution among all of the entire other mobile phones. So that, okay, the resolution of the camera would be the unique selling proposition of that mobile phone. It means that the entire message or the entire communication that needs to be built around that mobile phone in specific has to do with the resolution of the camera. Okay? So this is what you need to identify. You need to identify that one thing that you did obviously better than the other, better than the competition, better than anything else. What is that one thing? Okay, maybe it's design, maybe it's technical, maybe it's functionality, but it is something you must have done to identify, to differentiate yourselves from the competition. Now, what are your competitive advantages? Here, it's also with regards to the competition, or at least compared to the competition, but here it's different. Your competitive advantages are why, when I go and see similar products in front of me, why would I buy this one and not that one, okay? And this has to do with, for instance, maybe your price is cheaper, okay? Maybe your distribution is better. So maybe, let's say, your competition covers, let's say, one mall in Dubai, whereas you are present in all of the malls of Dubai, okay? So here it has to do more with everything that is around the product and that you do better than your competition. So you have to look at this and see what is it that you do better than your competition when it comes to the 7 P's of your product or of your marketing.